Yeah, no, I think it's particularly when you're the corporation and the subject of the news, telling the whole story is critical. And it runs up against this function of speed. And some of the most miserable experiences we have in-house is when everybody's yelling, the reporter's got the 20-minute deadline, and you've got 16 people trying to figure out what the facts are, and they're saying, if we miss this news cycle, then we're dead. But if you make the news cycle and you haven't told the whole story, then you're doubly dead. And so I think, complexity demands humility and patience. And yet, in the current news cycle, those are two virtues or qualities that are difficult to adhere to. And so, marketing claims, for example, it comes up all the time, is, a certain element of puffery is appropriate. But if you're making a marketing claim, actually the doctrine we use internally is, are we telling the whole story? To what extent is there a gap between what we as the manufacturer know and what the consumer perceives? And the wider the gap, of course, the bigger the issue is. So we do have to evaluate that. And you can, of course, say something that in and of itself is truthful, but is not the whole story. And therefore you are creating a misperception, which is a terrible thing.